The Omicron surge is here, and it is driving the COVID-19 pandemic to new statistical heights in New Hampshire.
We're in the very beginning of the Omicron surge. It's just in the last week or two that we've really seen infections transition from predominantly Delta to now almost solely Omicron that we're seeing, and that's, we believe, leading to this dramatic surge we're seeing in cases.
Dr. Benjamin Chan is hesitant to put any kind of timeline on this new phase of the pandemic, and even though doctors believe the Omicron variant illness may be more mild than Delta, the rising cases are likely to push the number of COVID hospitalizations even higher.
There's not a specific number that scares me, but whatever it is, we've passed it. It isn't break glass, it's complete crisis out of control mode. It's let's buckle down, let's address the problem at a very individualized level and provide those resources we need exactly where they need to be.
While home testing has become a major component of the state response, Dr. Chan says there is research that shows the Omicron variant of COVID-19 may not be picked up as readily by antigen tests.
The antigen tests still work. We're hearing that there may be some decrease in the accuracy against the Omicron variant. We don't know how much.
And the governor has been taking a very surgical approach to the deployments of the National Guard recently, but those troops are in greater demand and they are branching out now beyond just the healthcare system. For more on that, let's go live now to Mike Cronin.
And Adam, not just that, the governor says the federal FEMA teams have really made a difference in helping a healthcare system that continues to be strained each week. So some good news on that front tonight. FEMA paramedics will be staying in New Hampshire. Their deployment is being extended at least through the end of the month. Just this week, a federal team arrived to administer monoclonal antibodies. Now, unfortunately, that treatment is not as effective against the Omicron variant, now the dominant strain in New Hampshire. So Sununu says the state will try to use that team at vaccine sites and wherever else they're needed. Additionally, as Adam just mentioned, another 25 members of the National Guard will be deployed in the state's prison system because a lot of correctional officers are now out with COVID.
It doesn't just affect the healthcare system. COVID is having its presence felt in a variety of different ways, similar to what we saw with some of the pressing issues in the early days. And a lot of it is just with folks out. There become staffing issues.
In all, the governor says there will be about 200 members of the New Hampshire National Guard assisting in the state's fight against COVID-19. Reporting live in Concord tonight, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.